What's up, guys? Today's video is going to be about the news that's coming with Necromancy. I don't know why we started this video so weirdly, but it is what it is. There we go. Right, so we're going to go through the news post for today real quick about what's changing. Basically, every Friday, Jagex are dropping like the updates, what the planning and stuff, and you've probably seen this before in other videos or whatever, or like in the past. They're doing the investigating, awaiting update, resolved and closed. The resolved and closed is very small. We don't need to cover that, but the investigating is new stuff that we probably don't know about, and the awaiting system update is probably stuff that's like, this is coming next week now, so this is cool. It's quite a lot here as well, so we're going to go through it and see what's going on. So they say, what's the necrotic news? This blog is designed to inform you on issues that necromancy development teams are actively investigating. That's basically what I just said, so we'll skip through that. Issues from the immaterial. If you're looking to report a bug, please check this list each week to see if we've already tracked the issue. Okay, so yeah, again, this is the same thing. But if you don't know how to report a bug, by the way, it says here, if you're not seeing the issue listed below, please log a bug reporting game by pressing escape and clicking report issue. In the bottom left corner of the options window, then click report bug in the right hand button, and then you can, yeah, cool. Right, so we've explained this. Investigating is what they're looking into, if it can be resolved and how. Awaiting system update is it's going to be in on Monday. So it says this will be, 1 second here. Some of these issues will need to be applied during weekly updates on Mondays because it can't be hot fixed. That's fine. And resolved is done. So let's see what's going on at the moment, shall we? Go the investigating. As mentioned, should we actually go to Oasis? Let's do system update one first. Yeah, let's do this first, because this is going to be like last week's stuff, but in here mostly. So the Battle of Congealed Blood is now 5k every 4 hours. Okay, cool. These shot up in price. There was someone, freaking the person who had the ashes and all those collections, absolutely rich now. Crafting Necroplasm now opens a Rituals Candles tab if the player only has candle materials. Okay, players will now correctly face the last altar used within the city of runecrafting area when leaving and re-entering. That's kind of a cool quality of life. This means you can pretty much surge or bladed dive directly to the altar because when you go into the area, it'll take you directly there, which is cool. The Deflect Necromancy Curse will now display on the buff bar as intended. The soul earned for the Necromancy tank equipment upgrade will no longer fill when the player uses the Death to Start on the active Reaper assignment or when the active Reaper assignment has been killed in practice mode. So if you were doing a Reaper assignment to get the urn, which I've just done this on stream actually, you can't use the Death to Start, but just try and get like I got a Chaos Elemental task or something small like that. It still works, piece of cake. The Potter's Wheel in the city of can now be used. Cool. A typo in the remains of the Necrolord quest has been fixed. Whatever. Dodging an attack should now trigger auto retaliate. Okay, so if you had auto retaliate on, dodging an attack, as long as something attacks you, then you'll retaliate. Combat level is now calculated properly in the wilderness at level 152 as level 140 plus 12. Okay. A typo in the Necromancy quest has been fixed. Whatever, typo, doesn't matter. People, holy crap, bro. The typos and stuff. I don't know. If I wouldn't even notice it. I mean, hold spacebar is what it is, right? Dying on the ritual site will now spawn your gravestone at the entrance to the site. Rest in peace somewhere else. Threads of Fate cooldown has been reduced to 45 seconds. Holy hell, bro. Wait. The duration's been increased to 6.6 seconds. Does this mean we can now get, wait, hold up, 2.8, that's 5, okay, wait, we can get three abilities in this now, I think? I'm gonna have to quickly do this because I don't want to get this wrong. So if we do 6.6 divided by 3 is 2.2, we can't, okay. Wait, no, we can get 3 abilities in this now, right? Where did I get 2.8 from? I don't know, but that's crazy good. Holy hell, so they've buffed Threads of Fate, another buff for Necromancy. The following titles now have both masculine and feminine variants: Lord, Lady of Chaos, Necrolord, Lady, Lich King, Queen. Also with this, just saying, if I'm wrong, if I'm working this out wrong, please tell me in comments. I'm sure you guys will, but just to be sure. That means we can get 3 abilities on there now, right? Is that what that means? I think it is. I think so. Anyway. Antique Duelist Cap can no longer be used to transform on the ritual site. The Abyssal Link relic description now specifically mentions that it will only work with the Magic Spellbook. Added a teleport option to the city of through Death's Door's office, right this way. My skeleton can beat up your skeleton achievement is no longer location specific. My undead can be up your undead achievement is no longer specific. Okay, cool. Added improvements to the task set user interface. Recommended task can be pinned to the activity tracker. Added a button to view reward details. Cool. Updated the examine for robust memento, all little things. The ritual minigame tab now shows the output affected by multipliers such as multiplied glyphs and tome of Okay, that's good. This is definitely good. When the player is tasked to kill Jad for the Tin Axe and Necromancy tank armor, the game will now reinforce that only the version in 5Ks will count for this. Damn, I was hoping this was going to say that Zuck works or the kiln works. So if you're doing the tank gear, you have to do regular 5Ks. I don't like this. I don't get why we can't do Zuck or we can't do kiln. I guess they're trying to be like, oh, look, a reason to do 5Ks, but it's boring. You just AFK with Vampora, go make coffee, go get a cup of tea or something. Like, just let us do the kiln. It's still a Jad. In fact, the Jad in the fire caves is way easier than the ones in the others. So unless there's the lore reason for it, I don't know. I don't know. Interesting. Add a line of player dialogue each after band members tell the players where to obtain the instrument. Cool. And please remember, this is not an exhaustive list of everything. Okay, we'll come to that after. It's just saying that's not everything. Cool. Right, so that's pretty big. There's another buff to Necromancy there with the Threads of Fate and a few nice quality of life fixes through Necromancy and stuff there too, which is very cool. I just wish that this was the Jad thing was everywhere and not just there. Maybe they'll change it one day. We'll see. It doesn't seem like they will though. Going off of that, yeah. Investigating. Okay, lots here as well. So let's see. So, as mentioned in the live stream earlier this week, we are looking into adjusting the rates of XP gain from ritual random events. We like rituals being a high effort, high engagement, and high cost way to obtain necromancy, but concluded it is still a bit overtuned. So basically, what they're saying, while this initial proposal was discussed at a 50% reduction, we've read through your feedback, and you go, it's a bit too heavy-handed. Oh my god, Jagex listening to people is crazy. And, and are now looking to bring this down by 20-25%. As part of this adjustment, we are also considering small tweaks in regards to the balance of XP gained from ritual completion versus random events. Okay, so does this mean, this would decrease the XP from random events, in turn buff the XP from ritual completion. This is good. It's good. This means if you can AFK it more, and you don't have to engage with it, you still get a bit more too. We hope that this will ensure that actively engaging rituals will still be a great way to gain necromancy XP without being too overtuned in comparison to other methods. Yeah, I mean, the ritual XP was like way ahead of anything you can get through combat. Way ahead, which I don't think is a bad thing, but they seem to think it needs to just come down a little bit. So if you guys aren't 120 yet, get on this, get on it now if you want 120 from it, because it's going to help a lot. I'm probably not going to rush it, but it is what it is. We're looking at changing protection glyphs function within rituals to extend the length of ritual disturbances. We're investigating changes to invention XP. Okay, overall rate at which combat items gain XP. Hopefully this goes quicker and not slower, right? Matching offhand XP rates to matching main hand rates, edge cases where players would gain lower rates at bosses and higher XP monsters. Okay, so they're looking at changing the XP for the gear pretty much, which is, I think it's good. I like this. Hopefully it's better, because I don't know, it's just kind of annoying to have to do perks and then level up stuff, and they kind of ruined Shattered Worlds with it, which was still annoying as hell anyway, but you know, this is good. We're looking into combat buffs, including some buffs. Okay, cool. Slayer Helm, Genocidal Revenge apply disproportionately to fixed and random damage, meaning they are more effective on abilities like Quake than the ability Hurricane. We're looking to even this out, so damage buffs apply in a consistent manner, regardless of which ability is used. So this kind of seems like a, whatever, you do you sort of thing, but this actually sort of thing goes quite a long way in making the game more not user-friendly, I suppose. Yeah, for not the top-tier players that understand the game inside out, that doesn't matter too much, but for the average player that wants to still take advantage of some buffs, it just makes more sense, and it's less spreadsheeting, I suppose, to work it out. Looking at reducing some NPCs whose defense is deemed excessively high since the removal of taggable monsters stat reduction. Here's what's still on our radar from last week. Okay, so this is the stuff that was already mentioned. So this is the new stuff, and this is the past stuff. So Hermit, Racial don't trigger look messaging. The look of the dwarves does work at these bosses, by the way, so do use it if you've got it, but we don't get a message, but they have confirmed it does work. Death Skulls can double dip on damage. Again, they're looking at doing changing that, but nothing as of yet, it seems, which is pretty interesting that this hasn't been done yet, man. Death Skulls is so broken right now. Like, I thought this was going to be like a 1 week thing, and it's not. Death Skulls is insane. Dodging an attack can fail to cause retaliate. No, that's been done. You just said that's going to be done. Conjuring, commanding out of combat can cost 0% adrenaline. This is another one of the big ones that they're looking at fixing or changing, considering rebalancing. So they're considering it. Might not even happen. We'll have to see. But yeah. Necromancy lanterns are sometimes held improperly. Doesn't matter, really. I mean, it does, but like, Deathmark causing niche issues, killing immune targets. Oh yeah. Okay. Makes sense. We're aware of some issues affecting death scores that are preventing it from bouncing. I've had this as well, and I've been like, wait, where's my death scores gone? But it's pretty rare from what I've seen. We're looking into extending the timeout duration for recasts of Spectral Scythe and displaying the info to the player. This needs to happen, I think. Definitely extend that, for sure. We're continuing to monitor the adrenaline cost and use of abilities. We're looking into a better way to display necrosis on the player. Yes, please do this soon. We're looking into giving you better control over whether you want to command your command abilities to be triggered when using Revolution. They are triggered right now, aren't they? I think so. Do people not want this thing? Maybe we just have an option, a tick option, yes or no, if they can do that. We're looking into various niche issues that can occur with the Deathmark incantation. Okay, that's very vague. I wonder what this is. We'll have to see. We're aware that spirits can sometimes get trapped behind certain areas and scenarios. They suddenly lose their brains. We're looking into possible Spectral Scythe issues due to attack range. We're aware of potential confusion of how the Blood Scythe ability functions. Okay, so they're discussing solutions on that. Blood Siphon, I think I said this last time, didn't seem that big of a deal to me. If there's enemies around you, it heals off of them, and then any healing you do is then dealt in damage to your single target. But I don't know. Adding a warning when attempting to start a ritual with a depleted alteration glyph, and adding a suffix to the name of the Death Warden, Death Dealer, and Desk Guidance made it clear which tier they are. This should happen for sure. Because then we can search it on the G as well. Yeah, there you go. That's what's happening for Necromancy this week. So this one, the first one we went through, is all coming probably Monday. I don't know for sure. I think all this will be Monday, but it might be that it's like next Monday or not this one, you know, like it might be a little bit away, but I'm assuming it. A waiting system update it'll be this Monday probably. But another buff, guys, another buff to Necromancy through Threads of Fate. The reduction in cooldown, this was 1 minute, I think, right? 15 seconds is pretty big. Like, this is quite a lot. When it's a 1 minute cooldown, bringing it to 15 seconds down. And then the added time to this, 6.6 seconds. Wait, I need to just quickly check. 1 second. Hold up. Threads of Fate increased to 6.6 seconds. I was completely wrong. It's 1.8 seconds, right? So 6.6 divided by 1.8. We can use 3 abilities. Yeah, we can use 3 abilities on this now. That's crazy. That's another big buff. So we can now use like Soul Sap, Volley of Souls, Soul Sap, or we can use Volley of Souls, Soul Sap, Volley of Souls again, or we can use the weapon spec. This is crazy good. This is a huge buff. If it actually doesn't, like maybe it's limited at 2, but you just have longer to do it. But if it's not, and you can cast 3 abilities in this time now, that's insane. That's crazy. Love it. Huge buff. Anyway, I hope you all found the video interesting and useful, and I'll catch you on the next one, guys. See you later. Bye.